Hello. I just got back from a hike. Well, it was a little while now because I just tried making this video like 5 times. Here goes number whatever. So basically, I was really tired this morning. I'm really glad I went for a hike because I feel a lot better. But I was super exhausted because I went to bed at 3 a.m. because I went out. And yeah, that's like, not a totally awesome thing that would be usually recommended with this lifestyle, like going out and like staying out really late. I really should go to bed earlier. I never go to bed early, like ever. And I so admire people who go to bed early. I think it's like the hardest thing to do. But basically, I want to talk about how I went out or sometimes go out basically just to socialize. I don't drink. And I think the reason that I do it, I mean, you don't have to have this reason to go out, but during my eating disorder, for that 8 years, I didn't, computer's gonna die. I didn't socialize at all, basically. I did not socialize. I was like not a social person. I was so consumed with my disorder that I didn't, do other stuff, basically. And so now that I'm not consumed with my disorder, I'm basically making up for like 8 years of being an adolescent. Like my eating disorder started when I was 14, and like when I was 14. So like I didn't really like experience those 8 years of like teenagehood, like high school and college, and like socializing and like dating and like all of those things. I didn't really participate, I was more like just dealing with my own demons. And so now that I'm not, I mean, everyone's always dealing with some of their demons, but now pretty much not in relation. Now I like want to get out and like do stuff and like be spontaneous and be young and carefree and like doing, whatever. So, so even though I really feel, some amount of guilt for like going to bed late and getting up late and being on this terrible cycle of sleeping, basically, I also am like not feeling guilty about it because in addition to our physical body, neglecting our physical body during our eating disorder and then having to take care of it and heal it when we get better, we also have to take care of, obviously, our emotional body. But then there's this other, I don't even know what this is, but just like social / like just experiential part of ourselves that when we neglect it and like isolate ourselves for long periods of time or whatever, like whatever part of you that you were neglecting during your eating disorder, you need to address once you have the wherewithal to do so, like once you're feeling better. So for me, that's mainly socializing and like dating, like, that part of my life. Those are the main two things. I know other people who during their eating disorders, had a very different experience, and those weren't the things that were being neglected. It was completely opposite, But for me, that's what it was. And so now, I'm, taking care of that part of myself, basically, or like experiencing that. I was frozen for 8 years. Now I'm awake, and now I'm trying to make up for all this stuff that I didn't do when one would usually do it. So it's a sometimes hard to balance between taking care of that part of myself and then physical part too, because I want to be like still taking care of my physical self because that's important. But I'm trying to balance between that and then like doing things that I didn't get to do when I was sick socially and, in other ways other than eating. So yeah, I just I wanted to bring that up. I wanted to like put it out, see if like other people have experienced that too. That like in some ways I feel my age or older, and in some ways I feel like a 14-year-old girl, or now 15 because I've been in recovery for a year. So technically now I'm 15, um, which is a step in the right direction. Yeah, see if other people felt that way, and like really just, I don't know, I just think it's important to take care of all parts of yourself. And if you find yourself feel like you're not really doing everything perfectly or whatever, obviously that's always okay because no one's gonna do everything perfectly. But especially if it's in relation to taking care of this other part of yourself that's not your physical body. When you're in recovery, then like I think it's like perfectly valid and really important to do. To explore the parts of you that were just shut off from the world when you were sick is like it's part and very important part of healing and recovering. So, anyways, my computer's gonna die, so that's all I'm gonna say. But go socialize or do whatever it was that you didn't do while you were sick because now you're better and you're awesome. Okay, have a good day. Bye.